Your needs, you shouldn't expect the minimum. You should expect a maximum of nourishment, presence, and help in your life with the people around you.
Welcome back to Moose on the Loose. My name's David. This is Boo. Today we've got Sophie Gregoire Trudeau absolutely ripping her still husband, separated husband, soon to be ex-husband, Justin Trudeau. In so many ways, she is launching a book, and this is a good time to rip her husband, soon to be ex-husband, to make some sales, I'm guessing. That's a good marketing plan. Let's check this out. So first off, we've got a picture of Sophie here. This is from a photo shoot. For anyone out there who doesn't know how to take a poop in the woods, this is how you do it. Except a couple tips, Sophie. What you want to do is move the hand, because you're in the blast zone, right? Once you let loose the goose, you don't want to be in the blast zone, and widen the feet a little bit, but otherwise, good technique. While doing photo shoots and interviews, she's got this clip here where she's at this Forbes 30 under 50 or whatever. I'm guessing that's what that means. 30 women under 50. She's 49. This clip, she doesn't specifically say Justin Trudeau, but she is 100% talking about Justin Trudeau, this entire clip.
We're so much more similar than we are, not alike. And that is the true lesson for humanity, because with the crises that we're facing, if we don't understand that our capacity for empathy, connection, presence, and compassion is necessary to, I would say, as the riverbed of justice and democracy. Because without it, we have leaders who are dysregulated, who make decisions that might not be based on, discernment and maturity and wisdom. If we raise a new generation that become leaders that are much more stable emotionally, then we'll have a different type of economy, of cultural scene, and a society as well.
Is that right, Sophie Trudeau? We need some leaders that are more stable. And who are you talking about, Sophie? Just let it out of let the cat out of the bag.
Without it, we have leaders who are dysregulated, who make decisions that might not be based on, discernment and maturity and wisdom.
Is that Justin Trudeau there? Does he make decisions based off of wisdom and maturity? Of course not. He's an idiot. He just does whatever he wants that makes him the most amount of money.
If we raise a new generation that become leaders that are much more stable emotionally, then
stable emotionally. Oof, that's a slick burn there, Sophie.
We'll have a different type of economy, of cultural scene, and a society as well.
Oh, really? Do we have a bad society going on right now? It's not like we got streets filled with people stealing cars or protests all the time. We've got our GDP artificially inflated. We've got people living in tents, people suffering. Most people's money is going to housing, and most people are not even paying for a house they get to keep. They're just renting. Well, thank you for the wisdom, Sophie, but we have more clips because I've been doing more digging and I found more. Here she is at another panel talking. It's the same event, different room.
You said one word, and that resonates so deeply: safety. I'm going to ask you a quick question. And I know there's not like a mic going around, but when I came in, what do you think your brain picked up on the quickest? When I started talking or when I sat down? Can anybody say me. What do you think?
Oh, pick me, Sophie. I know it is. You're a freeloader.
The white suit. Okay. Don't say the hair or the white suit. And the warmth of my personality. I love humans. I'm an only child. I need humans. It takes 100 milliseconds for you to pick up on my facial expressions. From 0 to 2 years old, there is a dance, a synchrony, a syntony between you and your caregiver, where your right brain kind of dances with your caregiver's right brain. So that sense of attunement is related to safety. Safety is not just the absence of threat. Right now, there's no threat. There's no saber-toothed tiger in the room. Safety is about the presence of connection. Without human connection, there can be serious wounds to our souls and hearts. Physical safety, it's emotional safety. Are your needs being met? What's your stress level in this room? Do you sleep well at night? Yes or no? Yes, hands up. There's no saber-toothed tiger in my room. And we should never compare our suffering because we don't know. We're one trauma away from each other. It takes one traumatic life event or a series of chronic stresses to change your life. You are so right when you say that slowing down is key, because the language of love is slow, knowing how to sit with our pain. And trauma is not just what is bad that happened to you. Of course, there is that. But it's also what didn't take place that should have happened. Your needs, you shouldn't expect the minimum. You should expect a maximum of nourishment, presence, and help in your life with the people around you. And we shouldn't have to hold it all together as women. Women who put their needs who put the needs of others before theirs are suffering more and more from autoimmune. I'm going to say it again. We're all one trauma away from each other. And I'm raising 2 boys and 1 girl, and they better step up and help out. And
Step up and help out? Really? You're Sophie Trudeau. You've lived a lavish life on the taxpayer's dime. This is gross. I can't believe she just said that. Like, you don't know what real hardship is, Sophie. Look around. Go down the street in downtown Victoria and see all the tents down there, or downtown Halifax, or downtown anywhere. That's real hardship. Let's jump back to that clip there for a second.
your needs, you shouldn't expect the minimum. You should expect a maximum of nourishment, presence, and help in your life with the people around you.
She's all flustered. Her face is tense. That is directed at someone. That is definitely directed at someone. Who do you think that is directed at? Let's share in the comments down below. She looks very, very angry, and she's recalling some very vivid memories in her brain right now when she is saying that stuff. That you shouldn't expect the minimum. You should not expect the minimum. Justin Trudeau, buddy, big guy. What's going on in the home life there? You just you dropping the ball or what? It's really hard to know. Is she just puffing this up to sell this book? Because that's what she talks about later in this panel. Is it just a ploy to make more money? Did she learn this from Trudeau? Perhaps it's something we'll never know. But moving on here, we've got some other clips. So we've got a clip here of Christia Freeland, who was asked about the, you can see here, the Palestine protesters that were just outside of Parliament chanting, "Long live October 7th. October 7th is proof. We are almost free."
Sarah Levitt, CBC. Over the weekend, protesters in Ottawa were heard chanting, among other things, "Long live October 7th," and "October 7th is proof that we are almost free." Is this hate speech?
I wasn't in Ottawa over the weekend, and I'm not aware of those specific reports, and so it would be just wrong of me to comment on something that I am not specifically aware of. What I will say is today is a time in Canada when anti-Semitism and Islamophobia are on the rise. When we have there are a lot of Canadians who are not feeling safe. In my own riding of University Rosedale, the JCC, a really important center for Jewish Canadians, but also for all Canadians, has faced a lot of pressure, and I've been there to meet with people there. There's also a mosque in my riding that faced pressure and attacks, and I've met with the leaders there. Hate speech is absolutely not acceptable. Glorifying, I mean, I can't even say the word because it's too terrible. But what happened on October 7th was a heinous terrorist attack. Women, men, children, totally unprovoked attack on civilians. That is not acceptable. Canada recognizes Hamas as a terrorist entity, and our government is very, very clear on that. We have also been really clear that there needs to be a ceasefire, that a humanitarian catastrophe is happening right now in Gaza, and Canada and Canadians are there to support the people, the suffering people there too.
Yeah, so she didn't like answering that question. The real key thing to note here is when we got people in the streets calling for genocide of a certain population of people, since when are anyone in Canada allowed to call for genocide? If that was happening during the Freedom Convoy, all of the people would be in jail. But because it's Palestinians doing it, no problem. Go ahead, guys. Just have at it in the streets, wreak havoc, no problem. I'm sure she wasn't in Ottawa for the convoy, but she knew all about it. Yeah, she knew. She absolutely knew. So yeah, Christia Freeland dodging the question, basically. Next up, we've got, this is PM on Earth Day demonstrating his care for the environment with his 50-car, etc. motorcade. This is absurd. Take notes, everyone. This is how we save the environment. That is unreal. So I counted those. There's 82 cars. 82, and some of those are huge trucks. Justin, man, you're burning a lot of fuel there. Is that environmentally friendly? What a hypocrite. What a just absolute loser hypocrite. Next up, we got a clip here from DC Media. Only government-sanctioned propaganda is allowed. The same government that aggressively pushed out truckers is fine with their anti-plastic propaganda truck parked on Wellington Street during photo shoots.
A highway with a vehicle-based demonstration is not allowed on Wellington Street. You're not allowed to encumber the highway or have any kind of vehicle-based demonstration inside the city limits. The propaganda truck seems to be able to wander free through the city, unobstructed, without being hassled. Yeah, we're going to have an $8,000 a day propaganda truck drive around and tell us not to use plastic. You're going to have a paper lid on your coffee, and that's just the way you're going to get it, and you're going to have nothing to say about it. But if you show up and complain about it, they're going to put you at 2244 Innis Road. Highway and a vehicle-based demonstration in the city limits of Ottawa. Absolutely banned. Why don't we see RCMP closing down exits on the 417? Why don't we see the street closed? Why don't we see the brute squad? And the reason is because it is state-funded. It serves the man.
Isn't it illegal to block bike lanes? There seems to be 2 laws being broken here. Do we need to do a broken law counter at this point with everything that is going on? With the smoke grenades, climbing excavators, all this?
You're going to have a plastic nothing. You're going to have no more plastic. You're going to have a paper straw, a paper lid, and you're going to have a paper house. That's what's coming next. The harm that is caused by their lies and the corruption that fuels it will come right back to their doorstep, and we will not forget who is ultimately responsible.
Yeah, he's having a good time out there with the megaphone. Next up, we got a bit of an update here. So remember when Justin Trudeau broke the law with Freedom Convoy and invoked the Emergencies Act, and then that was found to be against the law, what he did? Well, turns out Trudeau spent $2.2 million of our tax dollars, not his own millions of dollars, but our dollars, in a failed attempt to fight the court challenge against their decision of invoking the emergency powers. He wasted $2.2 million. He could have just gone out and done something for the people that are homeless across Canada with $2.2 million. That would have gone quite far, actually. Instead, he just wasted it on his narcissistic pursuits here. He doesn't like being wrong. And who knows? I guess maybe this supports what Sophie Trudeau was saying earlier. Our money spent against us. What a shame. Yeah, that's right on the money there. No pun intended. So what is the consequence after this? Yeah, like put him in jail. How about that? Seize his bank accounts. See how he likes that. So next up, we've got a train going through London, Ontario on fire. So I got a better clip of it here. There's no audio on this, but that is a flaming train. Like, you can't even make this stuff up at this point. Like, what's going on in Canada where we have flaming trains? This is like from a video game. What the heck? I think, is this? Oh, the clip's still going here. Yep. This is Tim Hortons. You can see that's definitely Canada. This clip here showing it from a bit of a higher angle. That is, why aren't they putting it out? Why? Maybe did it flare up right in town? I was like, let's get this out of town. Like, what's going on here? Speaking of flames, we've also got this. This is on the other side of the planet here in Delhi, in India, where 27 million people, the world's largest landfill, is on fire. Yeah. I can only imagine the air quality there is just dandy. Looks like a volcano. In other news, I found a clip here which really represents, I think, where Justin Trudeau wants to take Canada. It's basically China. It's the basic Chinese dictatorship that he envies. From Wall Street Silver, it says, if you're caught jaywalking in China, fines are automatically deducted from your digital wallet and your social credit score is downgraded accordingly. Liberals dream of this kind of oppression. Yeah.
Don't get public shamed. There it is. Look at this guy. Oof, got him. Oh, got her, dude. Oh, no. Oh. So just so you guys know, do not jaywalk in China. You will be shamed. That's
gross. That level of surveillance is just gross. What's also gross is our next story here from Wide Awake Media. We've got, why is this electric bus being charged with a massive diesel generator? It's almost like the whole thing is a giant scam. Yeah, that's really eco and green. Electric cars have their place, but like, why force it on buses where it doesn't seem to make like a lot of sense? This is just so goofy. It's like, come on. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this, as well as Sophie Trudeau. She's pushing her book. She's ripping Trudeau. I think she just learned from him, and she knows the best way to make money, and that's what she's doing. But it does seem, with the emotion in her face, she definitely had some moments there where frustration with her soon-to-be ex-husband. Who knows how long that divorce is going to take. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Turn on the post notifications so you get notified of all my videos. We'll keep fighting for freedom. I'll see you guys in the next one.